They've been softening men for the past 20 years on purpose to make society easier to control, and only the elite know the real truth. Here's everything they're not telling you. For thousands of years, strong masculine men created strong families and stable societies. Then the elite went to work. They funded feminism to shift power in the home and turn women against traditional masculine men. They flooded our food, water, and products with plastics, seed oil, soy, and endocrine disruptors that crash testosterone. They added fluoride to the drinking water and aggressively pushed plant-based diets while shaming meat-eating men. They weaponized Hollywood and media to portray men as villains or idiots while celebrating weak, emotional, and effeminate characters. They created OnlyFans and mainstream porn to addict men and distort their view of real women. They put women on widespread birth control, altering hormones and attraction patterns, making society more emotional and chaotic. They use schools, dating apps, and social media to reward compliance and punish strength. The results are devastating. Testosterone levels have collapsed across generations. Millions of young men are lost with no purpose, no fight, no ambition. They're either simping desperately addicted to porn or completely checked out in games and scrolling. This wasn't random. A soft, emotional, weak male population is much easier to control. Strong men build strong families and resist tyranny. Soft men obey, consume, and stay quiet. It's the perfect system. They sold it to you as progress, toxic masculinity, and liberation. In reality, they dismantled healthy masculinity on purpose so they can better control our society. Now both men and women are more miserable than ever. Families are collapsing. Birth rates are crashing. Society feels weak, divided, and broken. This is one of the greatest, most multi-layered social engineering operations in modern history. If you want to learn how I make 6 figures each month off of content, like this video and follow my page for more.
I will never go on a date with a woman. I will never be in a relationship ever again. It's too risky. I'm terrified of women. After going through a silver bullet divorce over the last 4 years and losing everything, because what I've learned since my divorce, women can say whatever they want. The man has to prove his innocence. She doesn't have to prove what she said he did. That's terrifying. And I don't hate women. I know there are good women out there. But since all of that and what I've seen on social media from all the toxic, narcissistic women coming after me for talking about what men go through, it's too much of a risk. And I know what you're going to say, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Yes, 75% of all homicides in relationships are men. Women. Absolutely horrible. It's around 1,650 a year. There's been about 11,000 over the last 5 years. It should never happen. But let me give you another stat. Every year, about 40,000 men commit in the United States. Even if 5% of those men commit because of false allegations, because of a silver bullet divorce, it's 2,000 men that were pushed to kill themselves because of what a woman did to them. Women will say, well, he couldn't handle it himself. That's his problem. That's what the legal system says. But here's the reality. If she would have put false allegations on him, if she would have done all these nasty things to him to take everything, he'd still be here. And that number's low, I guarantee you. An ex-judge told me, you'll never get real false allegation data because if they prosecuted false allegations, the entire system would fail.
Men should love feminists. Because feminists actually love men. I know, weird concept, but hear me out before your uncle in the comments has a medical event. Feminism isn't men bad, women good. Feminism is, hey, maybe men could be more than walking bottles of suppressed emotions who think asking for help is gay. We're not trying to destroy men. We're trying to free them from a personality prison built in like 3000 BCE. Think about it. Patriarchy tells men, don't feel, don't cry, don't connect, don't be vulnerable, don't need anything, and absolutely do not, under any circumstance, enjoy life. And then men are surprised when they hit 40 and their only friend is their wife who is slowly planning her escape. Feminists are the only people who are saying, hey dude, you can actually have emotions. You can have friends. You can have softness. You can also stop performing soldier every waking minute of the day. Like, you're allowed to be a person, not just a forklift with a beard. And here's the cosmic joke. Most of the things men secretly want, affection, connection, feeling understood, are the exact things patriarchy steals from them. Feminism is out here trying to give it back. For free. No coupon code required. So when a guy says, I hate feminists, what he's really saying is I hate the idea of being emotionally literate because Chad in middle school told me feelings are for girls. And honestly, feminists do not hate men. We hate the systems that turn men into strangers inside their own lives. We hate that boys are taught strength means silence. We hate that softness is treated like a threat. We hate watching men become lonely because they were never allowed to be human. Men should love feminists, because feminists are the only ones trying to save men from a lifetime of emotionally dry heaving. You're welcome.
You know, a lot of these modern women are saying that a lot of men are emotionally unavailable now, right? But I don't think I feel like you have to look at it, you know, from different angles, right? Because you're saying that men are emotionally unavailable, but maybe we can say emotionally pulling back, emotionally cautious, emotionally reserved, in the sense that I'm looking and I'm seeing, and I'm not 100% sure if I want to expend my emotional energy on what it looks like is about to happen.
I can quit my job to pursue my creative passions and hobbies, but he needs to stay in corporate and he needs to provide stability and structure for us because one of us needs to have insurance. If I want to watch my show on the TV, we're watching my show and he's putting sports on his phone. I am never watching my show on my phone or my laptop. Like, I need the TV. You can use your phone. If I want to go shopping and spend money, I can do that because being with a woman who carries herself well is literally social currency for men. Like, you can argue with the wall, but if he wants to spend his money on clothes and outfits, like, that's weird. Like, we literally just got in a fight, not a real fight, but he got some packages the other day, like some clothing packages for his bachelor party, and I literally was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you buying clothes? You don't need clothes. Like, I need clothes.
I was really hoping that this was rage bait, but apparently it's not. So the first thing I have to say about this is that she mentioned a bachelor party, which means that there's still time. You can still get out. The second thing that I have to say is that in the case that this man is fully aware of what he's getting himself into, like, he knows that this is her attitude, you gotta realize that even though she's asking for some traditional things, she is not acting traditionally. She's not doing the caring and nurturing things for you because one of those things would be allowing you to watch the TV and watch what you want to watch. That is a huge indication that she is using some of these traditional things as a cover for her selfishness. And trust me when I tell you, you do not want to have children with somebody that is already struggling to be a little bit selfless when it comes to her relationship. So it takes me back to the first thing I said. Get out while you still can.
Stop dating men you're attracted to. That's number one. If they're more attracted to you than you are to them, you're gonna win. Y'all keep dating men that you want to roll around on the mattress with and then come back here and say, oh, I messed up. That's because you're dating men you want to sleep with. Date men you don't want to sleep with. Date men that have to earn you. Date men that you look way better than. Date men that like you times 10. That's how you're going to get your money. That's how you're going to get the long-term investment. That's how you're going to get the house.
That video has 25,000 likes. So this content creator isn't small. She's massive. I bring that up because whenever I talk about wanting quickly, I get a lot of shame from men and women, but my points get validated by videos like her. She's actively telling women, don't sleep with these men. Extract, get houses, get cars, get money, because they're going to like you way more than you like them. So I'm just taking her dating strategy, flipping it. No, I want quickly. Oh, you don't want to give it to me quickly? That's fine. I'll go somewhere else. Because what if the woman I'm dating is implementing the Shira 7 method? She wants to get me to invest as much as possible, get as much money out of me, swiping that credit card on dates to get me to invest in her more. And I'm saying, I don't want to do that. I want a girl who looks at me and goes, Chad is so damn sexy. I want that today, tomorrow. I want it every day. And the best way to know if she feels that way is if it happens within 3 dates. If it doesn't, I don't think she likes you enough and she could be dragging you out to get more money and resources out of you. And I don't want to play that game.
Respectfully, a lot of you men go through is because you chase the wrong women. I know a lot of great women, including my circle of friends, and we don't act like the little dusties y'all be chasing.
Yo, not you using my lingo. So here's the thing. I think two things can be true. I don't think you're lying. You may know a lot of women who don't show you those behaviors that men are beginning to be more vocal and outspoken about. But in my humble opinion, you also have an incomplete viewpoint. Because what I don't think women realize is these days you reserve the best parts of who you are for everything else, but give men the short end of the stick. The reason you feel like you have friends that you think the world about is because you get the loyal, I'm there for you through anything version. You get the if you need it and I got it is yours version. You get the I know you're wrong, but we're not going to admit it openly or in front of him or them version. Your career and your job gets the punctual on time version. They get the I have responsibilities here and I want to do them to my best ability version. They get the my manager or boss can call me out and hold me accountable and I'll be receptive even if I don't like it version. Men don't get that. We get the you have to prove every step of the way you deserve my good side, my attention, my respect, my loyalty version. We get the I'll hit you when I feel like it, but you need to make me feel like I'm a priority version. We get the you don't deserve the benefit of the doubt version. The version that you get as her friend and the version that we get in wanting to be her man are two completely different women. To you, since you see the best and most vulnerable sides of her, she may not be one of them ones, but at the same time, she probably is.
You know, men are not going to continue. I think men are getting to a point to where they would rather take a loss, right? I'd rather lose, as you would put it, as you would have it, if you say so. I would rather lose than sit up here and try to convince somebody to like me and they don't even care about me. That's the point that a lot of men are getting to. So you're not going to see me beg. You're not going to see me sit up here and pine and sing a song, Earth Angel, will you be mine? And since I lost my baby, and you're not going to hear me saying that because there's not really anything out here to beg for. I'm not going to sit up here and convince you to like me. You don't even like me.
Why do girls put guys in the friend zone?
Because we don't like them. They're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like toxic.
What type of toxic?
Don't reply.
Is that your man? Is your best friend? You never well, how long you keep leading him on like this? You pay this whole bill? Don't pay the whole bill. You still there? Everybody say, if he pays for the bill, he's a what? That's that ain't not me. You want him? Hey, you want him? You got, huh? Hey, sit next to her. Come sit next to her. Empty chair here. Hey, if she's your best friend, she'll understand. You're right here. Sit down right there.
If you're a dude and a girl puts you in the friend zone, you let her know what it is. Like, hey, like, I thought we were going to be more than this. If she says, nah, I only see you as a friend, appreciate you, thank you for being honest, good luck with everything. Don't even put yourself in that situation because nothing good comes out of that.
Some of you guys get upset and blame marriage as if marriage is the problem. No, actually, marriage sometimes is a mirror and it's exposing you. Think about it. Dating allows a performance. Dating allows you to hide things that marriage is going to expose. It exposes a lot of things, like not being able to apologize without a but after it, exposing your pride, your control, your ego, your bitterness. Remember, marriage came from God. It's order, it's covenant, it's ministry, it's refinement. But like I said the other day, we keep bringing a worldly mindset into marriage and then we wonder why it crumbles. Think about the society that we live in nowadays. Women want the covering without the order. They reject it. But men want the authority without the responsibility. People wanting that kingdom outcome with their self. And these are all great reminders for myself too. Before we start asking God to send us that person, we have to ask him, like, God, reveal to me, show me what is inside of me that would hurt that person if you sent them to me now. Ladies, you can be asking God, like, show me, what am I calling independence, but yet it's still control? This could go for both. What am I calling standards, but I'm really operating out of fear? Men, ask God, God, show me where I'm calling it leadership, but it's still pride. Because like I said at the beginning, marriage is not always a problem. Sometimes a marriage is the mirror. So if the mirror exposes it, don't try to defend it. Let God handle it and let God work through you. So whether you want to acknowledge it or not, marriage is a ministry, and ministry requires maturity. Y'all have a good day.
If somebody asks me how rich I want to be in life, I'll show them this.
Is you here? Dad's picking up mommy. Ooh. Good night. So cute. Are you gonna go say hi to my man? You and Daddy. Look at Daddy. Yep. Ew. Bye, love you.
Stuff like that is what you see in a dream, and then you wake up like, I wish I really had it. It's great to see that people are out there still loving each other just like that. He's still dating his wife. The kids see it, and it's a healthy relationship. I tell myself all the time, having all the money in the world doesn't compare to having somebody you can share with. To some, a lot of people take stuff like that for granted. You'll have a good man and you'll have a good woman, and you'll throw it all away because you think money is more important. And it's a good sight to see for your kids to understand what true love is. The smile on both of their faces and the soft voice that you hear from the little girl just goes to show you that it's true happiness. I hope everybody out there who has somebody special in their life cherish them just like this. And it's not only on special occasions like Valentine's Day that you show love to your spouse, but every day you get up, you show them a little way of appreciation that you do care for them. Because love like that only comes once in a lifetime.
And a lot of these modern women, you know, they want men to continue to audition for a role that, quite frankly, Chad and Tyrone didn't even have to try out for. Chad and Tyrone, y'all know those actors and actresses, they don't even have to show up to the audition. They already got the part. That's what's happening with a lot of these Chads and Tyrones. They don't even have to audition. You got the part. Sold. He don't put no energy into it, but then you got Chad and Tyrone over here. You just give it up. A man's gonna find out about that. And when he finds out about that, how do you think that's gonna make him feel? Not very good.
Once a man gets a taste of Jezebel, it's really, really hard for him to want to pursue a Ruth anymore. Some Christian men are not pursuing Christian women right now because some of them are still attracted to Jezebel and Delilah. Yes, I said it. It is going to be very, very hard for a Christian man to want to pursue a Ruth or an Abigail if he's still attracted to Jezebels and Delilahs. I don't know if you remember or not, but we're literally in a spiritual war right now, and the enemy does not want you to get married, sis. The enemy does not want your husband to be attracted to you. Let's take Samson, for instance. Samson was attracted to the very women he was called to deliver the Israelites from. He was attracted to the Philistine woman. His father literally said, Samson, why don't you choose a woman from your own tribe? Samson didn't want to. He was so consumed with the Philistines and the Delilahs, even though there was a good woman within his own people that would have been great for him. Do you think that's not happening today? There is a man that the Lord has ordained for you, but oftentimes the enemy may want to send him a Jezebel or a Delilah so that he no longer wants to be attracted to the Proverbs 31 woman. And because of that, you need to continuously pray. Lord, change his appetite. Lord, if he's attracted to a Jezebel right now, change his appetite so that he can be attracted to what's actually good for him. So instead of complaining, get into your prayer closet and start praying. And that's when you're going to see some real change.
Good morning. On today's episode of the dumbest shit that I see on the internet.
You miss me, you dirty. Look at my dirty baby father. He don't take care of his child.
Now, before I go further with my thoughts, I just want the people of the United States to know. Matter of fact, scratch that. I want the people of the universe to know, because I'm worldwide, that these are the type of that these who get up here talking about that they need princess treatment and they need to do this for them. These are the that they are laying down with and having children with and letting them. Now, when I get up here and try to tell y'all this, I get these in my DMs calling me a pick-me. I'm a pick-me, but that's who you picked as your baby father. Yeah, so when they get up here talk about some man, the next man that DM me gotta drive this, you lay down with a whose mode of transportation is a Razor scooter. Get the out my face. This looks like 42 Doug before the deal. Get the out my face. These are the that y'all with. Then y'all feel so guilty about with them. That's why y'all get so mean, and that's why y'all don't like. That's why y'all make want to do what they don't want to do, because you're embarrassed. You thought you was embarrassing him. No, you should be embarrassed that you and you had a baby by him. Talk about look at my baby father. We see him, and I can put my life on it that this been dirty when you was when him. He didn't just turn dirty, he been dirty. I could tell. And please don't get up here insulting my intelligence, talking about some, oh, I can't want change, I made a mistake. I wouldn't even touch a if I knew that she was like that. And that's what y'all not understanding. You didn't make your baby father take you on no extravagant dates before he you. You didn't make your baby father go out the country with you. You didn't make your baby father have to buy you all these meals. So don't get up here now in 2026 talking about some what you're not accepting from, because what you don't want is the bare minimum, but you accepted the bare minimum. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Would you marry your dream girl if she had mad bodies?
Be honest. Would you marry a woman who is a perfect 10 to you, who is like amazing, like magical? She's not like anyone you've ever met before. She's literally, if you could build a woman to be with, this is her. Would you marry her if you met her and she told you up front that from her previous life, she had a really high body count?
No.
But she's
100?
completely clean. She has never met anybody that you know. She never did anything that's online. And none of your friends or family would ever find out. Would you date her and marry her despite having a really high body count?
No.
If she's honest about it and no one else would ever know. We say body count is a thing, right? So is it enough of a deal breaker that you would not stay with your dream woman because of it? You tell me.
That's an easy no, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know one dude who has a dream girl that he could build himself that got 100 bodies. Like imagine 100 dudes have been inside your dream girl. She been 100 other dudes' dream girl. Another thing, 100 bodies? That's bad decision making, doesn't think about consequences. She make a terrible wife. 100 bodies means there's a behavior there, and that behavior is called whore, scroti, slut. She is for the streets. Ain't no way she's any dream of any bodies with 100 bodies. That's like any chicks that we know around the area. We know some around here, dog. We in Florida, if they move to Cali, they could do exactly that. She could be somebody dream girl, and she probably got 50 to 100 bodies on her, but no one's gonna find out if she keeps that in Cali, takes off her social media. You got to be careful out here. Don't get me wrong, the question is cool to think about for some other people, but ain't nobody's dream girl got 100 bodies under her, and that is disgusting. That is nasty. 100 meats done rummage your dream girl. Who the hell's doing that? Ugh.
I think these modern women really understand that a lot of times a man is watching you. So, you're going to be asking why a man is not wanting to commit, why a man is not wanting to do a lot of things, right? It's because you've decided that you're going to act a certain way. You're going to treat people a certain way. And at that point in time, he's like, why would I be involved in that? So you have to understand, and you have to look at, how do I present myself? A lot of you guys are fantastic at looking great. I got my hair done, my nails done, lashes and all that stuff. But then when you actually get to know somebody, it was kind of like, I don't really want to move forward with this person anymore.
When a man goes quiet, most people get it wrong. They call it a phase. They call it ego. They call it games. But what they are actually witnessing is a man who has finally run out of reasons to keep trying. Because men don't just wake up distant. Distance is built slowly over every unanswered effort, every ignored initiative, every moment. He showed up for someone who couldn't be bothered to show up for him. He was the one texting first, always. He was the one making plans and following up and checking in, while the other side of the conversation treated his presence like something optional. He gave consistency where there was none. He gave loyalty where interest was barely there. He gave patience to situations that never once gave him clarity. And for a long time, he told himself that effort would eventually be rewarded, that showing up would eventually be noticed, that love given freely would eventually find its way back to him. But it didn't. And the moment he accepted that, everything shifted. He learned that his attention was valuable, and he had been giving it away for free to people who never once considered the cost. He learned that being the one who always tries doesn't create connection. It creates convenience for everyone else. So he stopped. Not to hurt anyone, not to prove a point, but because a man who finally knows his worth cannot keep spending it in places that have never once shown him his value back. They will say he changed. The truth is simpler than that. He just finally chose himself. And once a man makes that choice, he never goes back.
Well, who's supposed to pay for the date that you asked her on, Marvin? This is what I mean when I say that a lot of men nowadays obtain no value for themselves or offer nothing to you other than a little bit of money that they claim to have. What I mean is the type of significance men like this put on paying for a dinner or a drink is so embarrassing. As if men have not been paying for everything since the beginning of time. But all of a sudden, taking you out for dinner is such a big deal for them that you have to contort to their needs. Like he really wanted us to be so impressed by the bare minimum. Oh my God! Wow! Like how dare you as a woman ask a man to meet halfway between where he lives and where you live? The audacity of her. You must meet at his neighborhood because he's paying for the date. And then when these types of men are so single in their mid-40s, they want to blame women as to why they can't somehow keep a woman for a couple of weeks before they disappear on them. It's because of attitudes and mindsets like this. Him leaving her on red did her such a favor. God truly has her back. I think this man said he has a course or something. Like he's teaching men. What are you teaching? How to be insufferable?
The only thing insufferable is y'all voice. I gotta remind y'all I'm paying because y'all love to mention men provide until y'all tell y'all we providing. So yes, you gotta meet me at the spot. I don't gotta meet no woman halfway for nothing. If I as a man gotta provide, that woman gotta get with my program. That just is what it is. And no mid-pack that's hopping on TikTok yelling is gonna make me change my ways. I left her on red. What you gonna do about it? Be mad? You gotta stay like that. Just like she probably sick too. It is what it is. This is 2025. We moving on a different level. As men, if we have to carry so much weight in a relationship, of course, as a woman, she should be alleviating my day-to-day. If I got to go ahead and meet a woman halfway, unfortunately for me, that's not what my program. Another guy, whoop-de-doo. But me, you got to go, sweetheart. It is what it is. Welcome to Trust Fund Baddies Only.
You watched all 39 minutes?
I watched a large, substantial time. I wouldn't say all 39 minutes, but I'll be a liar, I think. Listen, I promise to keep it fun.
You gotta stay away from women like this if you're easy. If you're easy, you gotta stay away from women like this. They will have you doing anything. Okay? You gotta stay away from it. I know you, I'm looking at you. You know you easy. You know you easy. You can't talk to women like this.
That woman is so good at what she does. It's actually scary because I know, like, if she would have caught a younger me, I would have did anything she asked me to do. Like, I would have been God. Like, and what makes me, I think to myself, like, is this something that they learned, or is this like a natural thing that she's just able to do? Like, when she's manipulating these men in these interviews, like she did Academics and how she's doing him in this interview, is it like a conscious decision that she's making to be like this, to manipulate them? Because even after Academics interviewed her, he was like, bro, I was ready to send her some money, and she just brought that out of me. And what I find really interesting is, let's imagine, right? If women act like this on the regular, they could so easily manipulate men into doing whatever they want, right? And I think that's what women back in the day used to do. Like, they used to be able to get their husbands to do whatever they wanted because they knew how to properly manipulate them by making a man feel like the man, right? Like, so that woman right there, if you got with her, she would make you feel like the man, like, all the time. And she's manipulating you the entire time, but you think your decisions are your decisions and not hers, but really she's just getting you to do whatever she wants you to do because she knows how to talk to you, make you feel good. She's really good at what she does.
Get out asked all the time why my last relationship didn't work. I was engaged for about 2 years. We were together for 5 years total. And wow, I changed a lot in that time. I grew so much, and the individual that I was with was one of the most stable and consistent people I've ever known, but it was to a detriment. He did not have a growth mindset, and he was very comfortable living the life that he was living. And I wanted growth. I don't really have anything terrible to say. Except the fact that he made me stop my job that I was growing on.
Okay, so that was her version. Let's try the truth now. The truth is, she married a really good man, and her version of growth was wanting to start an OnlyFans. He said no because he had self-respect, and instead of taking accountability, she turned it around on him, saying, "You're no longer good enough for me." When in reality, he had a right to leave, and you were no longer good enough for him. I'm sorry. You don't get to commit to a man, say, "This is who I am," make him fall in love with you, and then the moment that he's financially and like legally bound to you through marriage, turn around and be like, "Yeah, so I'm gonna sell my butthole for less than a Happy Meal." And if you don't like that, it's because you're insecure and you're just not good enough. Now you're a whore. You are a whore. And now you're gonna live the rest of your life lonely. You're gonna sell your body till you hit about 30. Nobody's gonna subscribe to you anymore, because let's be honest, they're gonna be subbing to these 20-year-olds. And you're gonna be washed up, you're gonna be used, you're gonna try to find a man, and no man is gonna want you. And then we're gonna see you at like 50 years old posting a video like, "Oh, I should have stayed with that man." Boo hoo. Boo hoo. Oh my God. What is with women's inability to be honest? You just can't be honest. It's always his fault. No, you wanted to be a...
And what you're seeing from a lot of these guys is they're more selective in the time that they give to people. Their family, friends, all of that's golden, because those are people usually that have invested in them, that have shown them love, that have been with them, that have, ride or die. That's my boy. Hey, I got a homegirl. You know what I mean? Those are the people that have shown them love, that have talked to them, that have counseled with them, that have supported them. Those are the type of people that have their back. They are there, loud, every time you need them. Hey man, I'm here to support you. Not only with my resources, money, finances, you got my voice too. You need me to speak up for you on your behalf. You need some of these brothers out there. They'll get out there and rumble with you, man. I ain't condoning nothing now. I ain't condoning. I'm just saying they get out there and rumble with you a little bit. Okay, so they'll do that. But for modern women, you don't get those same perks because you don't say it. First of all, you don't reciprocate. Second of all, you don't show that same type of loyalty back. I'm not going to get anything back from you. So you're not going to get those perks from me at all.